I am Diane Tina Tripatelli Davis, and this is the 18th day of my 1,100-mile cycling adventure. It is also November 3rd, and it is my coach Tracy McKay's 44th birthday. Happy birthday, Tracy. We are in Victoria, Texas. This morning I rode just a little less than 40 miles, trying to hit 44 for Tracy's birthday. We started in Laward, Texas. It's a very bad day today because it's cold and rainy and the wind is blowing like crazy. But Tracy told me there would be days like this. Actually, what he said was, this is not going to be pretty. Well, it's been pretty all along, except up until today. It's pretty brutal. I promised you the last time I recorded something that I would tell you about a little boy named Tonio. Tonio is his nickname, and I think his real name is Antonio. And he's a little tiny boy who lives across the side street from our medical clinic. And one day, Tonio came up to me, and he was all excited and to tell me that that day he had killed a horned toad. And I said, well, I explained to him, after kind of congratulating him for his heroism and his bravery, that actually it's not a good thing to kill anything. That all the little creatures come from God, and God has made him and loves him just as he's made the horned toads and all the other little animals. And, well, the next day or a couple of days later, I was walking down one of the dirt roads, and I heard this teeny tiny little voice, and I looked up, and it was Antonio running toward me. Diana, Diana, Diana. He was so excited, and he came up to me, and he, out of breath, said, I didn't kill anything today. Of course, this is all in Spanish. And I congratulated him and hugged him and told him that I was very proud of him and that God was very proud of him and very happy. That's a sweet little story. The sad side of that story is that this happened about 12 years ago. And Tonio now is about 15 years old, uneducated. Maybe he can read a little bit, I'm not sure. And he doesn't have very much of a future. Without an education, a child in Mexico, a boy, the only thing he can do is get little day jobs in construction or packing groceries or doing odd jobs. Not very much to make much of a living. And if anything should happen to his body, an injury of any sort, Tonio will not be able to make a living and support himself. And there are many, many little Tonios. And this trip is to raise money for our educational programs in Mexico. I've been working for 25 years in Mexico, working with impoverished Mexicans, poverty that you just can't even imagine. It would break your heart to actually be there and see it. And we have wonderful educational programs, but we need to expand them. And that's what this program is for. So there won't be little Tonios who are uneducated. Thank you for watching this, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Love your neighbor, and don't forget to go to the zoo.